Eventually you want more trap stuff. Ugh. I want more... See, I love the fact that we can get anti-personnel rounds out the wazoo. That kind of stuff helps you out tremendously, no matter what you do. Because you're going to be fighting a lot of people. Okay, what do you have to say?
Lacking its own ingenuity, the parasite fears the visionary.
Oh, look at us. She's on the back.
It seeks to censor.
Cute.
But it cannot regulate, it seeks to ban. Rapture was founded on an idea, and here they are held
Yeah,
in
the
violence.
ideal is... It's always like the ideals. It's like when Plato sat down and talked about the cave. And I think that's what most of these arguments even come back down to, is Plato and his cave. How close to the forms can we get before things become unattainable?
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more Adam than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival.
Well, technically, it doesn't have to be her or my survival. It just comes back... Again, they never made these games to be where you actually felt the price of being good. Because a lot of the time, being good meant you had to give up a lot of stuff. You couldn't get all what you wanted. You had to sacrifice. And that's what it is to be good, is to sacrifice for the greater whole. I mean, take Jesus, for instance. A character to which is beaten, broken, and many other things, who gives up all for the betterment of others. People look onto them with great pride and love and affection. Because they, too, wouldn't emulate him. Instead, they would just watch on with a smile on their face. Let's see, what else we got? Yes! 50 caliber machine gun rounds, yes! That's what I need. Oh my gosh, okay, there we go. A Vita chamber. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that too much. Yes, I know. There's no reason. And honestly, I've done an evil run completely of Jack. I can do that a lot easier than I could do this, because fundamentally, we build trust. So, we're going to do the obvious route. One cannot betray trust, for trust should be its own reward. See ya, kid.
Well, our Tin Man had a heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability, but you have enough Adam now. Barely. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up.
You know, and I can agree. I can agree that a heart is a liability, because if you do give the wrong people a second chance, you will find that they will be there to slit your throat. Let's see, get you, got you. Let's see, look at the fact. It's like, you know, any of these splicers and whatnot, they probably, even if you gave them a second chance, they would try to hunt you down and kill you. Why not? Let's see. Come here. Whoa, no. Oh, no. There, can we... There we go. Oh. Some things get stuck in this, I tell you. Oh. Don't even have my plasma. There we go. Jeez. I was thinking I was going to be out of luck. I was like, oh, no, you don't get any plasma. Yeah. I have to say, I give these guys credit for staying in all white and being able to maintain that white. It's very hard, I can tell you. Especially if you're under the sea and you have barnacles, you have seawater, makes it all salty. Ugh. It's awful. Let's see. This way. Coercion.
On the surface, your parents sought a private life, using their great talents
Maybe.
to provide.
It's not necessarily true.
To twist the lies of church and government, believing themselves masters of the system. But the parasites said, no. The child has a duty. He will go to war and
Well, nobody sends their children off to fight in a war to die. I don't think anybody sits down thinking to themselves, obviously, we're sending you to die. Most people sit down and think to themselves that what is sacrificed will get us back to what we needed. You know, it's not necessarily that we need to look at Ball and say to ourselves that our children are being sacrificed for nothing, but rather look at Ball and say our children are being sacrificed for the betterment of the community. Granted, you can take that where you will, but that's fundamentally what people think about. So that's what it is this gay.
2 weeks at my last count. 2 weeks since we've
Oh,
been
damn.
trapped in this rotten park. I haven't been eating. The children need all the supplies we've got left. Need them more than I do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can feel myself getting weaker. The children have noticed the condition I'm in, of course. What will happen once I'm gone? They'll be all alone.
And that is why you have to train them and help them out to understand the situation and teach them how to survive. Nevertheless, it is a great sacrifice on her behalf. Something I think naturally women have. Men, not so much. But in the case of what it comes down to, I suppose, the different situations for children versus for, say, nation or a mate or X, Y, or Z. I think we have that differential program. Wow. Alright, let's see what we've got. We got to increase clip size. I don't need increased clip size. I need a recoil reduction. We just welded all of them together and just made one outlet. Oh, man. Alright, I don't need that. Let's see. What else do we got? Hey, buddy. You didn't survive. Congratulations. You 8 bullets to the mouth and to the face. Oh, baby. Oh, let's get all the way over here to blue. Boosh. Again, I love the fact that you do it well enough, you do get a bonus. I love that. I really, 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 really do. Oh, Texas Avenue. Yeah, it looks like Texas Avenue. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. Disease. What do you think disease just gets eradicated when you get rid of the government? Is that what happens? Is that what people actually think? Wouldn't that would be the funniest shit. It'd be like, disease is eradicated once we get rid of government. It's like, well, you realize that you coming together creates a new government. I mean, it's just like, I mean, you can say a lot for the original in their thought. Because again, if you have a society like Atlas Shrugs, where it's just a bunch of rich people and only rich people, then you have to ask the question, it's like, even if you don't have an original government at the time, you're eventually going to form one, because people are going to sit here and try and screw each other over, and they're going to ask, who's the top dog? It always plays out like that, unfortunately.
Third session today with this amazing limey shrink, Dr. Sophia Lamb. She said that all Ryan's horse shit about always looking out for number one is turning us little guys against each other. And what we need is unity, solidarity. Then, she held up a mirror. Turns out, I wear my hair and mustache just like Ryan. So today, I'm spreading the word about Lamb. And tonight, I'm shaving my whole stupid
Yeah, that's
head.
not a good idea. I'm just saying. I mean, even I agree that it does come down to, if you're just out for yourself all the time, you're never going to be able to benefit yourselves. And people have realized that in a large way. That's why you have governments. That's why you have societies. That's why you have tight-knit groups of people who come together and help each other out. And fundamentally, the market is supposed to be able to take those who are evil, bad, or the ones who are abusing the system and denote them and take away from them and give back to those who are good and righteous, etc., etc. Doesn't always end up like that, but that's the idea. I love this. I love that Art Deco. I don't think that it actually has a man on top of it. Do we ever see that it has a man on top of it? I think it's always that we see the light, but we don't see a man standing up there like Icarus, shining a light down on everything else. Oh, and this should be at the beginning of the ride. Not the end. Certainly not. Okay, where are we going? This way. More!
I know this facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy and rapture. But seeing myself transformed into that lurching, waxen nightmare, do children truly respond to this? Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park at the grand opening, asking him what, if anything, he had learned. He said his chores didn't seem so bad anymore, as long as his mother would sit.
Interesting. Again, it's just a child. What do you expect? Oh god, I'm probably gonna die here. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Let's not eat shit here. Let's be smart, shall we? Nope. No. You're not off the bed, you're off to death. That's what happened to you. You died. There was no bed for you. Though I suppose you could say there was a bed. It was a coffin. The last you'll ever have to lay on. Alright. This is what you really want to get booze down, trust me. You're going to have a lot of booze. For some reason, this game loved to give you all kinds of booze. I don't know why, but it's well worth it. Just to have that Eve, because it gives you back Eve and health, so it's well worth it. Alcoholism. It's promoted. It's encouraged. It's believable.
I've got a little dating tip for you, Jimbo. It'll get you out of that lonely hearts club for good. This scheme works 100% of the time, guaranteed. First, find some Betty and take her to Ryan Amusements. Then, you go to the gift shop, buy her a teddy bear. This is key. I ain't kidding around. Then, you buy her a ticket on Journey to the Surface. As soon as you hit that first scare, bingo! Tunnel. Oh.
Yeah, it's a very smart move. But you have to admit, things must have changed drastically. You know, I couldn't believe that people still liked teddy bears as they got older. I think that was the most insane thing I've ever learned, was the fact that people do, in fact, like having teddy bears. You know, once you figure after you grew up, you wouldn't be interested in having a teddy bear or anything like that. It's one of those childhood things that you look back on and say, no more. But then I realized slowly and steadily that most people are coming back to their childhoods more and more. Like, there's nothing, they're receding within themselves. They're not expanding. And that's scary. Because back in the day, it was cute. Now, everybody looks on you like, oh, you a man-child? You some kind of weirdo on the internet? You know, excluding present company, of course. Oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? And it's still funny to me that they actually have thin books rather than fat books. They had fat books back in the 1950s. 1950s, 60s, it was all fat books. Fat, short, and they would have some really cool art. Tell me the future. Oh, come on. You never have anything good. Epstein the... Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
It won't go well.
You're the worst. Okay, we'll try it again. Give one more. Okay, well, you're just repeating those two lines. My god. You're the worst fortune teller ever. Just telling you, man, your life sucks. It's like, well, yeah, I know that, but can you tell me the future? And then you put it in again, and it's like, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Your life sucks. It's like, come on, man. Just this once, I'd like to hear the future. Or at least, am I going to get out of it? Or are you just implying that I'm going to die with this? Is anybody here left? Knock, knock. Anybody? No? Good. So, they really like lamb. Look at that.
I know the surface, Eleanor. I spent half a lifetime there, in service of the common good. But then, I heard my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima. Were the modern world a patient in my care, I would diagnose it suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance.
You know, it's kind of funny that she says that, but it's like, you realize that not everybody's on the same page, nor having the same goals. It's kind of, again, it's always these Plutonic ideals of what we believe is true. And the fact of the matter is, the Plutonic ideals are here to allow us to understand that the universe that we exist in is here for geometrical shapes. It's not necessarily these moral prerogatives that later people added on to the philosophy. It's more that everything has geometry, and this geometry eventually goes to a single perfect geometrical shape. Now, the question is morality a geometry? Is science a geometry? You know, how much is geometry? And that's what most people took and dragged from Plato's philosophy. It's like, oh, we can have a perfect moral system that exists, you know, in our minds. And it's like, look, the perfect moral system doesn't exist because fundamentally the forms aren't talking about that. They're talking about the fact that the underlying reality that we have... Yeah, everything you touch turns to shit indeed. Let's see if we can solve that. Here. Knock, knock. He's dead. What are you shooting at me for? I didn't do anything. This is the turret. Oh no, give me that. You stay there, turret. Watch my back.
So, you would drain
What are you
the people
doing?
of their life's
Oh, you're so cute.
Rapture is a body, Delta. I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day
I think I'm going to be
is
the one who
done.
determines the day that I'm done. Much as it must pain you. Ah, the good life of the garden. I'm going to get incinerate. Of course, incinerate. Orion Industries.
Light up enemies to 1,000 degrees.
Yeah,
Warning,
fire spreads, all right.
spreads.
It really, really does. Let's see. And you know what? I'll take the Eve upgrade. We don't actually have what I thought this had more. Oh wait, I remember now. Yes, this one doesn't, but the next one has it, so it doesn't make you feel as bad. For hey, look at this guy. You think you're a clown? Merry Christmas. That's funny as you hit him right in the face. See? Could you imagine somebody trying to do that? Like, hey man, it's just like those guys who throw darts and stuff. You do that and it's like, look, I don't know about any of you. I sure wouldn't want anybody just doing it. Just because it's like, I got eyes and a face, and nobody's able to replace it. It'd be a different story if you could have them, like, taken out and replaced. But you don't. You don't have that ability. I mean, she's got, like, winter frost. I think that's what her hand's supposed to be, is frost. And see, this is the other one. You get another Eve upgrade. I think I'm going to get a tonic slot. I do want Armored Shell. Armored Shell, ooh, that will be my favorite. But we've got a certain young lady who's going to be coming out to knock our teeth in. She is not a happy camper, let me tell you. She is absolutely, positively not a happy camper. Oh yeah, let's see what she's got to say. Oh, first of all, you'll see what, see why I'm kind of hesitant here. Let's see. Knock, knock. Oh, okay, so we haven't gotten to that point yet. Hold on. Oh yeah, she's angry. She's, look at that. Telekinesis. That is an amazing plasma, let me tell you. Don't let anybody tell you different. No, no. Bad. No, bad. I don't give a shit if you can throw fire. I can shoot lightning. Yeah, what you got? You got Jack. Ooh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Zap. Oh, yeah. So that's her greatest benefit, is the fact that she has some of that telekinetic capability. I'll take that. Thank you.
Holy Moses, son. Not even a big sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice, and we can say goodbye to this.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit too heavy for her to lift. Now, if I was a little bit lighter, she could obviously lift me up with her mind and throw me. Because, again, telekinesis, it's a great ability. It is an amazing ability. What do we want? I'll take the Eve upgrade. Forget about it. Well, you'll eventually get the armored shell. Don't worry, those things will show up later, so don't feel like you're missing out on anything. And I'm glad that the first mission doesn't allow you to have any kind of positive bit. Now, there are ways to break some of this game so that you can get more little sisters, but I'm going to play it as legit as possible, just because I like the challenge. You know what? Do I want more ammunition? Plus, I like to sit here and demonstrate that you don't need plasmids to be a better person. To be one of the humans here. And I don't think there's anything there. There's nothing here. You're dead. The journey to the surface was blown open. So we want to go back the opposite direction. And I think I've gotten all the free plasmids. Because I think it was only the... let's say... it was only Booze Hound and a few of the others that you get... because you always want to search. And these kinds of games always reward you for searching.
Each of us has a moral duty to increase the common joy and ease the common pain. Alone, we are
I did check this out.
mere engines of self-interest. Together, we are the family. And through unity, we transcend the...
Yeah, that's a very utilitarian concept, you know. Decrease the common suffering, increase the common good, and do everything for the greatest amount of people. Very utilitarian. It was a great philosophy when it was taken in small doses. When you take it to the extremes, as is demonstrated here, you just end up subsuming that which makes humans humans and destroys their moral compasses. Again, there's no way you're ever going to get to the point where all humans are like ants. Because again, we're not designed to be ants. We have self.
Ryan saw the individual as a hero, a noble survivor. And Rapture was his paradise, a shrine to the supremacy of the self. The result: slavery, genocide, chaos. Now that the tyrant is dead, we are a true collective, a single family.
Yeah, that's not true, but I think it's interesting. They always put in those Genos, that Geno bit. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where the designers came at this game with that. Because, again, you never had anybody having any Geno at all. It was always something like, oh, we strung up the parasites, we strung up these pushers and things like that, or these smugglers. You never got, like, this systematic system that just brought people out and did that. And I think that has always been strange in these games. Because you see it in the books, you see it in this game, but you never saw it in the first game. You kind of just saw people just going crazy about, oh, you know, we strung up this person because they were a smuggler. We strung up this person because they stole stuff. Or, you know, they just started killing one another willy-nilly. It wasn't like a very targeted system. So I don't know where the designers or anyone else got it from, but I would love to know if anybody's got the solution there, because I do not know. I really, really don't know where they got it from. Alright, here we are, boys and girls. Foosh. Oh, well, I didn't do shit. There we go. All clear.
Outstanding, sport. You're proving to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
All right, buddy. Come on out. Look at that fat man.
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid. We're going places.
He's a big boy. Let me tell you. You know, that does look like the 50s kind of exercise.
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight. Who, I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a man?
I have a face, you just don't want to look at it.
Lamb was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
Oosh. And fire again. Merry Christmas. You, stop it. You're very naughty. Naughty, naughty. Who would be so cruel as to send those who obviously have no chance against the one who can destroy them with ease? Who would not want to make peace with the man who has been pushing through and demonstrating that the servants of the masses are not strong enough to overwhelm him? Who would be so cruel?
Andrew Ryan. He reckoned the free market was some kind of Holy Spirit gonna lead us all over the rainbow. And I reckon it's a big fat hooker too dim to spot a wooden nickel. So old Andy went and became his own ghost, and I whittled nickels.
He's a brilliant man. I really actually like that, because that is pretty true. Most people, as long as you're able to give them wooden nickels and they take wooden nickels are worth it. If people are willing to be fooled, again, they've always had the old proverb that a fool and his money are easily separated. It's true. It's not some magical thing. People aren't perfect, so they aren't able to create perfection, for they are imperfect themselves. You'll see that more often than not. Warning, you're about to leave this level. Make sure you've done everything. And make sure you've done everything. I think we've done pretty much everything. I don't think... I know there's not another little sister. We've killed the big sister. And we've already gotten all the upgrades as far as I know. So, let's actually continue on and not waste time with this at all, shall we? Toot toot on the freedom train, down to the waters we go. Oh, I just love this. You love this Roman archway, and then you have these steel-looking figures. Oh, brilliant.